Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Farming Simulator 25. So, in the last episode, we finished harvesting our crop fields. I believe so we finished harvesting both crop fields. We picked up all of the hay bales in each of these fields. So now what I'm going to do is I need to get both these fields planted today. So that's what we're going to do right now is we're going to plant both of these fields. I'm thinking canola is what we're going to do. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park this right here, and we're going to go grab our seeder so I can seed both of these fields. I also need to fill up our tank as well. Then I'm going to have to get some more gas here pretty soon too. Or, I guess it would be get another delivery of gas since I just fill it up using that little wrench icon right there. Let's see how much we have left in here. It's almost completely empty. Hey, good morning. Alright, and we have enough gas. This is completely filled, so let's grab our seeder and seed both of our canola fields. Now this should go a lot quicker than it typically does. Let's see, canola. Alright, perfect. Alright, so let's do steering assist on. Perfect. And here goes nothing. So it is 3 o'clock, so we'll see how long it takes to actually do one field, and then we'll know if we'll have enough time to do our other field. I should have enough time to do both fields, I'm hoping. Because this is actually going fairly quick. It's not going to be perfect, but close enough. That was not a bad turn right there. Missed a little bit of straw, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I'd still like to get a bigger seeder at some point too, because that'll make this process go even quicker. Granted, this is going a lot faster than our old seeder that we were using. Perfect. So if I remember correctly, we're going to do 3 headlands and then we'll go up and down the field. So this is headland number 1 complete. Oh yeah, we'll be finished with this in no time. And then, so, yeah, this one's going to be canola. And then the next harvest I do is going to be oats. And that's when I'll plow both fields. That was not bad right there. Okay. Whoa, oops. You guys went down the wrong path. There we go. I need this path. Okay, perfect. Alright, so it's already 4 o'clock. I have until midnight, technically. Which I shouldn't need that long. And then, depending on how much time I have left today, I'll either start wrapping our grass bales, or I will sleep for the night and then go and sell our hay bales to get a little bit extra money before I grab the bale wrapper. Alright, so this is our last headland. I did miss a little section right there. That'll be fine. I'll be able to pick that up once I come back around. Not bad. So for this one, I'm going to try doing something a little bit different. Nope. Thank you. Alright, perfect. Let's see, what do we have for sale here? That would turn into hay, which I don't really need hay, at least not right now. Alright, so then if I remember correctly, I did miss, yeah, there it is. I missed that little section right there that I just got. Alright, so now we're going to go up and down the field. So this should go a little bit quicker for us now. Alright, and it's almost 5 o'clock, so I think I've only been doing this for about an hour and a half, give or take. Let's see, I do want to get a better seeder eventually too. Like this is the one I currently have. I was half tempted to go with this one, but the reason I didn't is because this one also does direct drilling. And then I'll have to remember to fertilize both of these fields too once I'm done. Granted, I won't get around to that one today. Alright, so then I'll start on... Well, I'll do a little sliver right there, and then we'll start our journey back. Or I guess I could just... Yeah, we'll do that instead. There we are. Alright, perfect. Alright, so that little black spot's covered. I'm hoping that we got rid of it. Yeah, so there's a little section there that I'll have to come back around and grab. Yeah, I definitely need a different drill. Granted, this is a lot faster than the old drill that I had, but it's just a little bit more bulky, which I'm not really a fan of, but oh well. Alright, perfect. So then I have just 2 more rows left on this field, and then we'll start on our other field. And then I should be able to get both of them done. And then I have that little piece over there that I have to grab again. Alright, so I'll have just a little sliver left that I have to grab coming back this way, and then I just need to hit that little piece I missed over there, and then, yeah, we should have enough time to finish our other field. And I still need to bale that field over there. And I suppose what I could do is I could just mow that field again and get twice the amount of bales off of it. Alright, perfect. So I'm going to hit this little section over here, and then we will go and seed our other crop field. And here we are. Alright, let's turn steering assist on for this field. Yeah, and then at some point I'm going to invest in a bigger harvester. I'm going to invest in a different seeder as well. But it's going to be a bit before I actually do that. Alright, perfect. Missed a little sliver over there, but that's fine. I'm kind of in a hurry against time right now. And then I don't think... No, I haven't sold our other bale wrapper yet, because I need to buy the... well, I'll show you guys once I turn this corner here. Alright, I need to buy... Let's see, where's it at? I need to buy this for 54,000. I should have enough money. I'm gonna have to sell our straw bales, but I should have enough money to buy that that bale wrapper. Alright, 2 more headlands left, and then up and down the field, which, like I said, will go a lot quicker. There we are. It's kind of fun doing this in first person. I don't know why. Okay, so let's turn right here. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so then I need this. I need to sell our other one that we have, which is this guy right here for 13,000. And then if I sell our straw bales, I should get about 30,000 off those straw bales, give or take. So I should have enough money. If not, I might have to sell some stacks of flour or something to make up the difference, but it should be fairly close. I think that one was a little too sharp of a turn there. Oh, that wasn't terrible. I've seen worse. Alright, so we're on our last headland. And then it is about 8 o'clock at night. I should be able to finish this field. Gosh dang it, I missed a little sliver right there. That's okay. I am planting canola right now. Yeah, I'm on my last day to plan, which is why it's 8 o'clock at night and I'm still planting. Missed another little sliver there, but I'll pick that up when I come back around, so that'll be fine. Alright, there we go. That was a little bit better. I also need to feed our animals again, too. I do have a bunch of silage right there, but I'm going to use that as animal feed. Let's see, how are our animals doing? Yeah, they're completely out of food and water, so I need to... Yeah, I need to focus on them. I also need to get an animal transport trailer, too, so I can actually sell them. And then possibly get a bigger pasture at some point, too. Yeah, I like this tractor, too. I was going to go with, like, the case tractors, but I kind of like these New Holland tractors. They're kind of fun. Alright, so now we're going to go up and down the field. Yeah, so I'm not going to have enough time to wrap our bales just because I don't have enough money yet. But oh, thank you for the follow. But tomorrow we're going to go and sell our straw bales, and then we will hopefully have enough for a wrapper. Oh crap. I forgot I'm no longer doing the headlands, but oh well. I'll just do this little section here. Yeah, and then once I get a wrapper, I can wrap our square bales, turn that into silage, and then hopefully we won't have any more issues with money. Not that I've had really issues with money. We've actually made quite a bit of money. We have a pretty good system going currently. And we are almost done with this field, so like I said, I did have plenty of time for both these fields. Alright, so let's go and do this. There we go. That's better. That lines me up a lot better if I go farther out. I like our farm. I do want to get a couple more fields though, and I do want to end up replacing my John Deere tractor with one that's a little bit more powerful that I can pull heavier implements with. Because at some point I'm going to have to start getting multiple seeders and implements running at the same time on certain fields. Alright, so we only have about 4 more rows left. And then we'll be done. Alright, don't miss any, please. Perfect. Alright, and it is 9:15. Yeah, so I mean, we did both these fields in about 6-ish hours, so that's not bad. Alright, perfect. So far, so good. One thing I've noticed is that you barely use any seed. And that's been from like day one of FS25, so I'm not sure if that's intended or what, but I feel like we've barely used any canola seed doing both of these fields. Alright, so 2 rows left. It's kind of fun farming at night. I don't know why, but it sets like a different kind of atmosphere. Alright, last row. Alright, perfect. So this field is basically done. And that'll put us at 2 canola fields, which I needed to get both of them planted today. Because today was the last day that I could plant them. And then the next harvest I do is going to be the oat harvest. And once I harvest this field, it'll give me plenty of time to plow and everything before I need to plant the oats. Oops, I did not mean to do that. There we are. Alright, so let's take this back to our shed and then we will call it for the night. And then tomorrow we're going to go and sell our straw bales and hopefully have enough money for a bale wrapper. There we are. Perfect. Oh yeah, I need to put our John Deere away too, but I will also do that tomorrow. Alright, and let's sleep for the night. And then we're going to switch this to 6 a.m. just because that gives us a little bit more time each day. Alright, perfect. So we have about $4,700. So first things first is let's go and sell our straw bales. Actually, before I do that, let's take a look. Yeah, so both of our grass fields are ready to harvest again. Which I would love to harvest them again, but unfortunately they are full of bales. And then if I remember correctly, the best place to sell these... Oops, straw is going to be up here, isn't it? Yeah, right here. The animal dealer. Yeah, we'll just take it to the animal dealer. Clear, clear. I don't think any cars actually traveled this road at all, so I never really have to worry about traffic here. There's a school bus. Alright, here we go. It's kind of foggy out this morning. I can turn my brights on too. I feel like I can see better without my brights on. Alright, so no one's coming that way. We do have a car coming this way. I guess I could mow that field again. And then I'd double the amount of grass I have on it. Alright, and then here's the animal dealer. This is such a cool bale loader. Nice. So 13,000 from that one. We'll get about 14,000 from the other stack of bales. So, ooh, it's gonna be close. Alright, so this next stack of bales is going to be kind of weird because I have to reload this, so I'm going to have to pull from the stack we have at the farm. It's going to be kind of like Jenga. What I might do is have our Mac Don work that field again for us. Dang, there's the sun. That just kind of came out of nowhere. I wonder if I can just keep it here, if it'll just automatically, yep, it does. Alright. So what I need to do is I need to put this in a position where our worker can actually... Well, you know what? I'm just going to drive it to the field just because this tends to get stuck on the roads. Yeah, so I'm going to drive this to our field. I want our hired worker to work. I feel like I'm going so fast in this thing. Okay, no one coming that way, no one coming this way. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to our other tractor, which is going to be right here. And we will have for a job, we're going to do field work. Start job. Alright, perfect. You know, this actually works pretty good. Not the most realistic thing ever, but I mean... This is kind of an ingenious loader, though, with how it actually works. And there we are. Alright, let's go sell this load. And then I still have my beacons on. Then we're going to do a drive-by of our grass field and see how our worker's doing. Oh, there he is. He's mowing. And then the nice thing is the John Deere already has the windrower, so I can actually have him come over here and just re-windrow that field once he's done mowing it. We should get quite a few more bales off that field because we'll have essentially a double load there. You know, I'm going to try it from the other direction. Let's try this. Granted, I don't think you were supposed to go from this direction, but oh well. Alright, so I got about 13,000, well 13,500 from the last load we did. We were one bale short. And 14,500 from this one. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm at 32, so I actually need quite a bit more money. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money once I sell our wrapper. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go sell our flour. Because if I can get a fairly big load of flour, I should be able to sell that and make up the difference once I sell our wrapper. I'm almost considering it. I need to buy, I need to replace the John Deere tractor I have, and then I need to buy another tractor on top of that, so I can start hiring more and more workers to work my fields. Okay. So we will park our loader right here. And then I can actually turn this tractor off for a minute because we're going to jump in our front loader here, or our skidster, and load up our flour bales over there so I can get enough money to buy another bale wrapper. There we go. Alright. That right here, and then we'll go and grab the another 2 stacks. That is such a loud woodpecker. I wonder if another one's gonna spawn. Let's see here. Yep, there it is. There's another one that just spawned too. We have a lot of flour here. Alright, perfect. So let's go grab another 2 loads, or stacks I suppose. God, there's so much flour here. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm off center slightly. That's okay though. Another one. Holy crap. We have so much flour here. This is ridiculous. I mean, I guess it's also a good thing because we have just a bunch of money sitting here. Alrighty. So that's 8 pallets of flour right here. That's a lot. Oops, there we are. Up, I'm hitting the side. There we are. Alright, don't fall. There we go. Alright, and we have another. Gosh dang it. Well, I can probably fit another 2 stacks on there, maybe. Alright, and we don't have another flour pallet spawning, so this should be the last of it. Which, that's a lot of flour that we just got. Alright, so this one I'm just going to put on the very back. Here, let's do it from this side so I can see it a little bit easier. Alright, there we are. That is 10 pallets of flour right there. Alright, so let's go and sell this, and then that should give us enough money to buy the bale wrapper. And we're just gonna sell this at our little farm kiosk at the entrance to our farm up here. Alright, so our worker has completed mowing that grass field over there. So what I'll probably do now is once I sell this, I'm going to have our John Deere go up there and windrow that field again while I grab our baler so I can wrap this field. Granted, I need to bale the other field as well still. We have 58,000, so I have more than enough money. We made a lot of money off that flour. Holy crap. Alright, so let's park the trailer back where we found it, up here. Alright, so I need you. Set destination, we'll just go right here. And then I need you. Great job. We want field work. Start job. Wait a minute. What do you mean the target's unreachable? Gosh dang it. Okay, whatever. You were just the most unhelpful worker ever. Alright, I'm gonna drive this guy back. Alright, so we're going to park this right here. I can turn our beacons off. Alright, perfect. So now what I can do is we are going to sell that bale wrapper right there. Let's make sure our... Alright, good. He's there windrowing perfectly. Turn our beacons on, and then let's go and sell this guy. So, estimated about 13,000, but because we're going to sell it at the store, we'll get a little bit more for it. And I'm actually really excited to bale this grass field over here because we're going to have a lot of grass. I guess that's one thing I could always do as well, is I could mow it. Well, basically that's just mulching it, and then just keep doing that constantly, and then just bale it once a year or something, because then we'll have a lot of grass in one area to bale. Instead of doing it multiple times, we just do it one time, and we just mow a bunch of times. Still pretty foggy out too. Think big. It's kind of the one thing I do like about Giants is the fact that they advertise like on billboards in their own games and stuff. It's kind of a cool idea. Almost went GTA on her. That would have been bad. Alright, so let's sell this guy. Make sure I select the bale wrapper and not the tractor, because that'd be terrible. So we got about an extra 2,000 off of it, so that's worth it for bringing it over here. Alright, so we need the bale wrapper, which is going to be ferment into silage. Yeah, we want this guy. Let's make sure it's not for sale. I could buy a car. Oh, dang it. There we go. And this does both round and square bales, which is what I need. Perfect. There we are. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so let's hook this up and head back to the farm. Dang, look at those swaths. That's cool. And then I think what else, something else I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another trailer, just like the one that I sold our flour on, but it's going to be for all my, I guess, utility stuff, like not really seed and stuff, but it'd be more like wrap and then the netting for the bales. Alright, and then what I'm going to do now is let's grab our baler. And then that's one thing that I've noticed is glitch too, is this baler is not actually using any of the twine. I don't know if it's the baler itself or if it's just the square balers in general, but yeah, it's not actually consuming any of the twine, so it's just an infinite baler at this point. Which I might have to do a couple of tests, because if I have to sell this baler for get one that actually works properly, I'm going to absolutely do that. Alright. And then let's do steering assist. It'll make this process a lot easier. And it's going to be 7.6 if I remember right. Oh, unfold it. And this is going to go fast. We're going to get a lot of bales off this field. There we go. Oh, I didn't reset our bale counter. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, we're missing a few little grass swaths, but that's okay. Alright, and then he should be done here pretty quick. Yep, he's finished. So, oh crap, I'm gonna hit that tree. Alright, so I'm going to send him home. So set destination. Right there. Perfect. The target is reachable. Come on. Gosh dang it. I freaking hate the AI in this game. Target is... It's not unreachable, though. Like, it's very reachable. Alright, what if I do it right here? Oh my goodness. Ugh. Oh, I wonder if it's the bale. I bet you the bale's blocking them. Alright, let's try this. Alright. So if I hop back in this tractor, let's try this now. Well, I thought that was going to work. That one worked. Whatever. I don't even care. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, that's one thing I think that they need to work on is the AI. Because I love using, like, hiring workers to help us out, but trying to navigate around the terrible AI just kind of sucks sometimes. I feel like the AI was better in the previous games. At least in certain aspects. So I did in fact miss a lot of hay. Or not hay, but grass. I can pick up a little bit of it as I'm doing this, but a lot of it I'll probably just leave for the next grass cut. Well, he finally reached the farm, so that's good. Alright, I have one more swath left. Yeah, we have quite a few bales in this field right now. Alright, so I'm going to go grab this little section up here. Actually, I think I'm going to do it like this. I probably have another bale or two just sitting up on this field. Alright, good enough. Alright, let's head home. Alright, so now we're going to go wrap all of our bales. And then we'll let them sit for about a day or two, let them ferment, and then we will sell them. Alright, there's no one coming. Alright, perfect. And then turn on automatic drop, okay. I wonder if this one will actually consume the wrap. Alright, so this one's actually consuming the wrap, which is kind of nice. We've used about half a roll so far. The good thing is that there's 12 rolls on here, so we should have enough wrap for both of our grass fields. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 more bales, at least in this field. Yeah, so my goal for the rest of today is to get everything wrapped. And so there's one roll done. We still have 11 more. Oh, I'm taking a bale with me. Alright, 4 more left. Alright, so it's already 6 o'clock and it's nighttime. Alright, 2 bales left. Oops. I ran over that one. Alright, and we are on our last bale. There's a lot of bales in this field. Holy crap. Alright, let's head to our other grass field. Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this field, we'll call it for the night, and then I'm gonna work on our animals in the morning. And then what I'll probably end up doing is I'll hire our worker to actually fertilize all of our fields. Well, our 2 crop fields for sure, and then once I pick up the bales, I'll have them fertilize our grass fields as well. Coming that way. Perfect. And then, yeah, this field is definitely ready to mow. You can barely see those bales. I still have that stupid round bale right there. I keep forgetting about it. Okay, that's the only straw bale. Oh, we have a couple straw bales. Wait a minute. Nope, that's the only straw bale. Oh, dang, okay. Missed a whole section of bales. That's okay. They're hard to see. Oops. See, how many flips does it do? So that's one. Oh, about 1.5 rotations is what it does. Yeah, so there's one rotation. Yep, 1.5 rotations. It doesn't seem like very much, but that is a lot of wrapping that it does. Actually, is this straw or is it grass? No, that's 100% a straw bale. Alright, and then there's this section up here. It's kind of weird how the grass has grown in different stages. Even though I cut everything at the exact same time, so I'm not sure why that happened. Oh, I know why it happened. It's because I think I was working until midnight, and that's when the grass changed, or the growth stage. That's how they became different. Yeah, that's how that happened. Alright, so we've used about four things of wrap with our fields here. So we actually go through a lot of wrap. I'm gonna have to keep a decent supply of wrap on me at all times. And we're not even done yet, so granted, this was kind of an unusual baling process because I kind of doubled the amount of bales we got in our other grass field. Alright, we have about 5 more bales left, including this one right here. And these grass bales hold just slightly more than the round bales do. Alright, 2 more bales left. There we go. Alright, so we'll put this one at the entrance, and then tomorrow I will feed our cows, give them water, I'll fertilize our crop fields, and then depending on how far these bales are fermented, I may or may not come and start picking them up. Since I do have a little bit of money on me, let's actually perform some maintenance. And I'm assuming maintenance is probably still free. Yep. Well, gosh dang it. Yeah, that's something that they absolutely need to fix. Okay, so let's call it for the night. I don't think Grandpa has anything to say to us. Well, he probably does, but I have stuff to do. Alright, perfect. So, first things first, we're going to hop in our John Deere over here, and then we're going to feed our cows. Here's our John Deere. Oh, my tractor is almost completely out of fuel, too. Alright, so I'm going to have to buy some gas. Oh, no. Gosh dang it. One thing I can do is I can set the destination. Please be close enough. Please be close enough. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's not close enough. Um, okay. We are going to push our tractor into the radius where I can actually fuel it up. I like how the minute I say that, it runs out of fuel. That's kind of funny. Is that close enough? Nope. Alright, that should be close enough, right? There we are. Okay. There we are. So let's feed our cows. Take care of our animals here for a start. And then I also need to perform maintenance on the tractor too, which we're going to do really quick since apparently it's free. Oh. Yep, it didn't cost us a single thing. Gosh dang it. Let me guess that's going to eat through all that. Yeah, let's grab another silage bale just to be on the safe side. Yep, that one's gone, so I'm glad I grabbed another one. There we are. Alright, so that should be enough silage. So let's do some water now. I'm gonna have to make like 2 or 3 trips with this water tank because of how small it is. Yep, and there's more flour over there too. There we go. Alright, let's get another thing of water. Like, if I do this every day, we'll be fine. We'll never have issues with our cows, but I keep getting sidetracked. Okay, so water's not bad, food is good. So let's put the water tank away. And then I just need to keep up on it. So I need to figure out, like, I think on my next playthrough, I'll probably focus on ranching versus farming, because I've never really just focused on animals before. But what I'm going to have this guy do is he's going to fertilize our fields, because he has the row crop tires on, so he won't destroy our crop. Well, hopefully that's enough. Alright, so I want you, create job, field work, start. Alright, there he goes. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go start collecting our bales. Granted, they're not fermented yet, but I can at least start getting them off the field. Let's see what's for sale first, though. Oh. Okay. So that's for silage, specifically. It's a forage harvester. If I had the money, I would probably go for that, because then I could put a... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I could put a bunker silo in right where that shed is right there, and use that as silage. Oh, I think I know what I want to do now. Let's go and pick these up. There's a lot more than 14 here, so... So I've actually looked at some YouTube videos of how this trailer works in real life, and it's very similar to this, which is kind of cool. But I feel like you would need to use it with a smaller tractor so it doesn't hit the wheels. Yeah, I'm not sure how efficient it is in comparison to just using a tractor with the front loader attachment on it, but I mean, it does make loading a lot easier. But yeah, I've watched a couple of videos on this actually like being used because I was curious as well. I mean, it probably takes a lot of maintenance to keep it from getting bound up and stuck in certain areas. Alright, so we have 2 more bales that I can load on here. We'll just do these 2. There we are. Alright, so I still have quite a few bales left in this field. Alright, so our hired worker has completed fertilizing this field, so let's do this field next. There we are. Well, and I think that's what those little hooks hooks in that loader track is for, is to help it pick the bales up. But I'm sure stuff gets stuck in like the gears and stuff all the time with this thing. But yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing when I first saw this. So let's see here. Yeah, they're about 50% fermented. Alright, so let's see. What else can I do as of right now? Let's see. So barley, the best time to sell is probably either today or tomorrow. Canola. Let's see, wheat. Looks like everything, the best time to sell is tomorrow. So yeah, I will sell all of our crops tomorrow that I have in our silos. So I am gonna load up a couple of our flour pallets right now. I forgot to turn this off. Oops. I wonder if I can just stay right here if another one will spawn. Am I too close? No. that's almost perfect right there, I think. Oh, dang it. Alright, there we are. Alright. So this we're just going to put right here, and we'll actually turn it off this time. Alright, and then this guy is done fertilizing this field, so let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. Set destination. Let's just go like right here. And then I'm probably just going to keep this fertilizer spreader hooked to this guy. And then I have a few minutes left of the stream, so I can... Let's see. I think what I would probably want to do is, I'm not sure how good silage is when it comes to grass. Because my thought process is, if I can get rid of this shed right here, I could put a silo bunker in here for silage. And then I could get, like this thing, this Crone, forage harvester, and actually get silage and then put it in our silo bunker and let it ferment, and then get silage that way, and then I can get rid of the bales altogether. But I kind of like the bales. They're kind of fun to work. And then here's part of the next pack here. That thing's kind of cool. Like, part of me wants to use it, but part of me does not. So I'm not sure how I want to do that. Let's see, harvester. God, the cheapest one is $470,000. This is the one that's on sale for $288,000. That's a great price considering this is typically $660. Yeah, it's 56% off. That's insane. So let's see here. For tractors, the one I currently have is this guy right here, which has 116 horsepower. I probably would get rid of it. Let's see. This New Holland would be a good one to get. And this can also attach a front loader. So maybe what I'll do... Oh, these are the exact same. Yeah, so maybe what I'll end up doing is, once I get enough money, I'm going to buy this guy here. So then I can get a slightly better yard tractor than the one I currently have. This is the one I have. There's only 2 New Holland tractors. That's insane. Let's see. I also need a new harvester as well. Some of these are intense. Not gonna lie, I kind of want this gold edition one. That's such a cool one. There's barely any New Holland stuff. It's mainly Massey Ferguson, Fendt, John Deere, Case. There's a lot of John Deere. And there's a couple of class ones as well. I'd probably go for this gold edition CR11 is what I would probably end up doing. I would want to wait till that's on sale though, because 740,000, that's a lot of money. Special headers. This is for picking up windrows. And then I think it'd be fun to get into some of these other crops as well, like sugarcane. Could do rice, do beet harvesting, potato harvesting. There's a lot of different crops that you can do. Oh, you know what I do need to do? Hang on a minute. Needs lime, needs rolling. I'm surprised I don't need to actually weed our field here. Yeah, there's no weeds in these fields right now. That's kind of surprising. I mean, there's a couple over here, but for the most part, there's no weeds at all. Needs a rolling. Probably don't want to roll that just yet. Maybe I'll roll the field between the canola and oat harvests. Let's see. Where's the rollers at? Grape tools. No, seriously, where are the rollers? It wouldn't be in silo compaction. So this is a normal roller. I don't think that's because there is also a grass roller as well. Yeah, which is this guy right here. Yeah, so it would be these guys. 27 meters or 12. 12 is probably plenty. So yeah, I need a roll and then I also need a lime as well, which I could buy a lime silo. But yeah, I think at some point I'm going to replace her John Deere with the other New Holland tractor, because then I'll be able to do a lot more with that tractor versus the John Deere one that I currently have. But I think on that note, I am going to call the episode here. I'm just happy that we wrapped all of our square bales. In the next episode, we are going to sell them, and then yeah, we're gonna sell our square bales, or we're gonna sell our silage bales, and then we're also gonna sell all of our crop that we have in storage, and then we'll see how much money we have and what else I want to end up buying. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later.